If there's a phone that deserves the title of the flashiest phone of the year, it's this. The Vivo T4 Ultra. It's out to turn heads, but it's not just style over substance. The T4 Ultra brings strong performance and a serious periscope zoom camera to the table. Right next to it is the iQOO Neo 10, a phone from Vivo's performance-focused sub-brand. It skips the flare and goes all in on raw power. Two phones, two totally different personalities. Let's see which one wins. Starting with the design, the Vivo T4 Ultra is loud and proud, especially in this Phoenix gold finish. It's bold, flashy, and built to grab attention. The iQOO Neo 10, on the other hand, keeps it clean. The titanium chrome version looks sharp and minimal, definitely more my taste. The Neo gets flat sides and panels while the Vivo is all curves. Some might like that, but I'm not a fan. Durability-wise, the Neo wins with IP65 and short sensation up. The T4 settles for IP64 but gets the tougher sensation alpha glass up front. As for the camera bump, Vivo sticks to its signature bottle opener design from the T3 Ultra, complete with triple cameras and the Aura light. The iQOO Neo 10 borrows its cleaner, squared-off look from its flagship sibling, the iQOO 13. So yeah, both phones look good, just depends if you want something low-key or bold. By the way, if the T4 Ultra's Phoenix Gold is a bit much, there's a more reserved Meteor Grey. And if the Neo 10 feels too plain, the Inferno Red version adds some serious attitude. Now let's get into the displays because both these phones come ready to flex. The iQOO Neo 10 has a big 6.78-inch 1.5K AMOLED, while the T4 Ultra goes smaller at 6.67 inches but sharper with a 2K AMOLED. And yes, that extra sharpness shows, especially with text and UI. Both have slim bezels, but side by side, the T4s look slightly thicker. Not a big deal, just noticeable. Brightness is where the Neo 10 dominates. 2000 nits HBM, 5500 nits peak. The T4 Ultra peaks at 5000, which is solid, but outdoors, the Neo 10 wins hands down. Even with display HDR and HDR10 Plus on the T4, the Neo's panel looks better in real use. Both of them have stereo speakers. They get decently loud, but don't expect too much DTS out of them. Now, performance is where things get interesting. The iQOO Neo 10 runs on the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 paired with up to 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 512 GB of UFS 4.1 storage. On paper, it's clearly the more gaming-focused device. The Vivo T4 Ultra, meanwhile, is powered by the Dimensity 9300 Plus with up to 12 GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 512 GB of UFS 3.1 storage. So technically, the Neo 10 should have a noticeable edge. But in real-world use, the gap was a lot smaller than I expected. In AnTuTu, the Neo 10 was ahead, but the T4 Ultra was only about 9.4% behind. Geekbench told a similar story, 0.8% difference in single-core and around 4.6% in multi-core. In 3D Mark's Wildlife Extreme, the T4 Ultra actually did better in stability and loop scores, which was a surprise. Gaming-wise, the Neo 10 delivered an average of 118.5 FPS in BGMI with a perfect 100% smoothness score. The T4 Ultra is capped at 90 FPS for now, but still managed 88.5 FPS with 99.7% smoothness. That's impressive, and I'm pretty sure once BGMI updates its cap, the T4 can go higher. As for thermals, both stayed under control. The Neo 10 peaked at 39.7 degrees Celsius and the T4 Ultra ran a little warmer at 41.9 degrees Celsius. Still, nothing alarming. So while the Neo 10 is the better choice for gaming, the T4 Ultra holds its own surprisingly well. Both phones feel equally fast for daily use. App launches, scrolling, multitasking, no complaints. That's mostly because they both run FunTouch OS 15 on Android 15, so the experience is nearly identical. Animations are fluid on both, though the T4 Ultra felt slightly smoother to me. You get the usual AI toolkit, photo enhance, AI erase, circle to search, live text, nothing groundbreaking but useful stuff. There's some bloatware on both, but nothing that gets in the way. Software support is identical on both, 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security patches. Now when it comes to cameras, the Vivo T4 Ultra clearly offers more versatility. You get a 50 megapixel main sensor with OIS, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide, and a 50 megapixel Periscope telephoto with 3x optical zoom. The iQOO Neo 10 keeps it simple, 50 megapixel main and 8 megapixel ultra wide. No telephoto. In good lighting, both phones produce sharp, vibrant shots with balanced dynamic range. But the T4's image processing feels more refined with better detail and color accuracy. Even in low light, the T4 Ultra handles shadows better and delivers cleaner, less noisy images. Ultra-wide cameras are a weak spot on both. They lose sharpness and shift colors, but the T4's output is still usable. The T4 also stands out when it comes to portraits and zoom. The 3x periscope lens gives excellent depth and creamy background blur, and the Aura light softens skin tones for more natural-looking shots, especially in dim lighting. Zoom goes up to 100x on the T4. It holds up surprisingly well till 10x. Beyond that, quality drops off fast. The Neo 10 maxes out at 10x zoom and the results are barely passable. Both have 32 megapixel selfie cameras. The T4's output is punchier and looks more polished. Now, both shoot 4K at 60 fps, but the iQOO felt a lot more stable with the rear camera. Vivo though did a slightly better job with the front one. So yeah, when it comes to camera performance, the T4 Ultra takes it, no contest. But when it comes to battery, the iQOO clearly hits back hard. It packs a massive 7000 mAh dual cell with 120 watt fast charging compared to the T4 Ultra's 5500 mAh single cell and 90 watt support. In daily use, I got nearly 2 days on the Neo 10 compared to around a day and a half on the T4 Ultra, mainly due to the T4's higher res display. Charging's quick on both, but the Neo 10 finishes a full top-up in about 40 minutes as opposed to the 50 minutes on the T4 Ultra. Plus, the Neo 10 supports bypass charging, which is great for gaming without battery stress. At the end of the day, these phones aren't competing for the same user. They're telling two different stories. The iQOO Neo 10 is pure function. Big battery, big performance and big numbers. It doesn't care how it looks, only how it runs. The Vivo T4 Ultra is chasing something else entirely. It's ambitious, camera forward and designed to stand out. Sometimes too much, but mostly in the right ways. So finally, pick the Neo 10 if you want a phone that works hard and pick the T4 Ultra if you want a phone that tries harder. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.